Hello students, you are all again welcome to our e-learning English classes. As you know that we are discussing the conditionals and we have already completed the types of conditionals as well as their structure. Only 3 types of conditionals have been discussed and about their structure. So today we shall continue about the zero conditional. So let us today know about zero conditional. See, in case of zero conditional, there is a little bit deviation from the first conditional. Though the if clause remains the same, but in main clause there is a little difference. So what it is, let you know what it is about. First of all, let you know the definition. In case of zero conditional, we use simple present with the subject in if clause. We use simple present with the subject, write both in if clause and main clause. First of all, see here in the main clause we won't use shall or will, rather we have to use only the simple present. Why? The reason is that we may write here because there is a cause and effect relationship between the two actions. And there is hardly any time gap or gap of time between them. Them here refers to the two actions. So first of all, let us now understand what the definition gives us clue about the zero conditional. First of all, zero conditional is that in both if clause and main clause we have to use the simple present. What is the reason? Because there is the cause and the effect relationship, and there is hardly any time gap between the two actions. In other cases, we have enough time. When we say, if my father gives me money, I shall purchase a laptop. That means between the two actions, there is a gap of time. My father will give me money. I have to go to market. Afterwards, I shall choose one of the laptops. Then I shall purchase. So time gap is there. But in case of zero conditional, it is said zero conditional because there is no time gap, and soon after the cause is there, very soon, or the effect remains immediately. So in that sense, let us have an example so that you can understand well. For example, if you open the tap, the water falls. Soon after you open the tap, the water starts falling from it. So that is why there is no time gap at all. But in case of past conditional, there is a time gap. For another example, if I tickle him, he laughs. In case of past conditional, in our main clause, we write as the water will fall, or it should be he will laugh, but here no. See, soon after we tickle someone, there is no reason that he will go home and afterwards he will laugh. Rather, soon after he will tickle someone, automatically he laughs then and there. So that is I see. So in this case, we cannot use here shall or will. In both if clause and main clause, we have to use simple present. So what will be its structure then? Now, the structure you know it very well. Structure, if clause is equal to if plus subject plus verb 1 plus if any object or complement is there. And main clause is equal to main clause is equal to subject plus verb 1 plus if any object or complement is there. So, see, this is the structure as well as the examples about the zero conditional. We have to learn it again. Let us have a just revision of this one. In case of zero conditional, we use simple present with the subject both in if clause and main clause. That means here if plus subject plus verb 1, main clause is equal to subject plus verb 1. We did not use here shall or will. Okay? And this is all about the zero conditional. Now, after the types of the conditions and their structure, let us now move to know about how certain changes that occur basically in past conditional and in both if clause and main clause. We don't find any sort of change in the second and the third conditionals. You can change accordingly, but first of all we have to learn some of the changes that occur in the first conditional both in if clause as well as in main clause. So first of all, changes in in past conditional. So first of all, let us now know changes in if clause. As I have told you that the structure of if clause is equal to if plus subject plus verb 1, or it is known as simple present. But this is not hard and fast rule, rather we can also change into other, but not shall and will. Only we can use the other parts of present tense. Suppose it is verb 1, we may write an example. If my brother gets a job we shall be financially strong. This is the usual structure, but we know that certain changes are there. Instead of verb 1, we can also write the present progressive. Number 1, what are the change? Bit 1, use of present progressive. Use of present progressive. What is that? That is either is or am or are plus verb ing. We can use this present progressive form in case of if clause. How? For suppose in an example we may write, if you are going to market you will buy a pen for me. See, if you are going to market, you will buy a pen for me. Here, instead of using simple present, we used here present progressive. And number 2, we can also use here use the present perfect. Present perfect, and that is has or have plus verb 3. Let us have an example here. We may write, if you have made a mistake see here, we used here have plus made, we used here verb plus ing, so it is verb 3 form. So in that case, if you have made a mistake, then comma, you shall be punished. See, so these are the subtle changes. Very little change we can change or we can write in this simple, in our if clause. We can use the simple present. It is the fixed one, but instead of that we can also use, according to the context, the present progressive and present perfect. Okay? Then the next change that occurs in our if clause, bit 3. Use of can or may. We can use also in our simple, in our if clause. How? For example, if you can leave this box I shall give you a gift, or I shall gift you. See here, in our if clause we can also use this particular can. Okay, so this is the changes actually that occur in our if clause, and we have to move now the changes that occur in our main clause. Now, changes in the main clause. In case of changes that occur in main clause, we can use, first of all, may. Instead of shall or will, we can use may. Why? In case of possibility. Suppose the statement gives us the meaning of possibility, then we can use also may instead of shall or will. For example, if you read well, here in case of if clause it remains as same. So if you read well, subject plus verb 1 plus complement. So if you read well, you may pass the exam. You may pass. See the example? Here instead of shall or will, we used here may. Why? Possibility, in case of possibility. Then number 2, in case of ability, you know the modal can expresses the ability, so that is why we can use can. How? In which context? In case of ability. For example, if you try you can be topper, or you can climb that tree, you can jump that wall, whatever that may be. We can, instead of shall and will, we can use here can. Number 3. Number 3, you can use also should. In case of advice. See, so suppose we want to give advice, then our if clause will remain same, but in the main clause we should, or we can use should. Let us have now an example. If you want to pass you should work hard. See, instead of shall will, we used here should because it refers to advice. Then number 4, we can also use must. In which context? In case of suppose should is used for advice, then must can be used in case of enforcement. Or we may say command or order, whatever that may be. In case of command, enforcement or order, we can use must in main clause. Example, if you want to improve your health, you must do exercise. You must do exercise. See, so these are the changes that occur in our main clause, and we also learned what the other changes that occur in our if clause. These changes occur only in case of first conditional. We don't have any sort of change in our second and third conditional. In second and third conditional, though a little change is there, you can learn later. But we have to learn all these things. Okay? So, this is all that you have been taught today. And in our next class, I shall continue about the other aspects of conditional. Okay? Thank you.